And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got fights, yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was.
The NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Cousins, Redskins going up against Smith's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Smith on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Out of the gun, Smith. Finding some room at midfield. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
To throw on second down is Smith. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offensive. Tiger. It's going to be a long day. Yellow.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Sanders has it over the middle. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
On 4th down, Smith. This is incomplete. The Eagles unable to... And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Now Cousins. And Blount has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a carry for Blount. Oh, he's got some breathing room. LeGarrette Blount, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. LeGarrette Blount, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He can't bring him down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run again with Blunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now a second down throw for Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now Cousins choosing to back away from the line and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Now Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a toss play to Blunt. And he's got room. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Play fake. Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 47-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Third down now following the completed pass. Here's Cousins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Blunt. Bulldozes past him, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now it's Smith. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And some room to maneuver. Oh, now he bowls him over. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, here's Cousins. Runs through the contact. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They start on the ground with Pumphrey, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Play action. It's Smith. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Back to throw, Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Smith. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. 50, 50. Set.
From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Strong left, strong left. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. All day. Defense all day. All day. Great team.
Throwing again. Smith to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first down throw for Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Cousins. Pryor has it complete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action. Cousins. Being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Blunt. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd down, Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On first down, it's Smith. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Smith to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 2, Smith. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw on second down is Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Cousins on first down. Screen pass to Blount. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. The play clock's running down. Throwing is Cousins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. Now he's flushed out right. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. Well, now they'll try the end around. They find some open field here. Room to run inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Eagles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They begin the drive with Pumphrey, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st and 10, Smith. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Thomas, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Smith now to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Smith on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
And Parkey's kick is good. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Room to run past midfield, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play action for P-Ryan. Now Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. On the toss, this is Blunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. LeGarrette Blunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
On 1st down, Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Smith on 1st and 10. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Smith finding room to the 20. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the red zone now, Smith to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's Smith to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.